and I'm steaming up. That became, oops. Going to take shelter behind this big metal container here from the wind. So everybody that comes to photograph Elgol always seem to walk around on the beach there, the pebbly beach, and around that headland to photograph the coolings over here from that side of the bay. But to be honest, I don't fancy walking all the way around here, so I'm thinking that I'm going to come, and I have come to have a look at, there's the jetty. Where's the jetty? Okay, so the jetty is obviously there, and I'm just coming to the left hand side of the jetty, and I'm liking the view of it from these rocks just here. Okay, that then will give me a wide enough view of, I think that's that island there. It's a separate island. I think that's called Rum, and then obviously we've got the mainland again and the coolings up and down the cooling range. But then what that also does, I can also obviously get the jetty in as well, but I can also get the headland, and what you can't get from that headland because of the slope on this rock here is you could just about make out the peak above that headland there that's shrouded in claggage. So I'm thinking from this place, from this location, it might make for a pretty decent image. And just at the minute now we've got some decent light over here on the coolings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up, I'm going to come back with my camera, I'm going to set up on these rocks here so I can get these rocks as a foreground, and then the jetty just here, and then the headland off to the right, and the coolings coming back over to the left. So hopefully your eye then throughout the image will follow from here, this foreground, like I've said, the jetty here, that, and the peak. I don't know what the peak is that's above. I think it's Blaben, I'm not sure. I think it's the backside of Blaben, but I'm not sure. So, and obviously then the coolings following it back around to Rum that you can just about make out there. So that's my plan. Whether it works out or not, I'm not sure, but at least I'll try. Okay, so I know you're probably not going to be able to hear me, but I'm just having to be a little bit on the patient side, because as you can see over there, the coolings are completely clogged in. There's a squall blown in from the sea, and it's now completely engulfing the mountain range over the other side of the bay. So I'm being patient, I'm going to sit it out, I'm going to put a bag over my camera in a minute. Wind's picked up, the rain's picked up as soon as I've got out the car. But, like I keep saying, I am not a fair weather photographer. I'm going to stick it out and I'm going to see what I can get. Okay, so I'm back in the car and I'm steaming up. That became a little bit too much and a little bit too wild to sit out. I thought I could see it through, but it became a little bit too strong a wind and too wet a rain. Okay, I'm absolutely soaked through, but it doesn't matter. So in a minute, because it is clearing back up again now, we've got light and clear skies blowing in from the sea. It's lighting up the coolings again. I'm going to be back out in that exact same place. I'm going to grab this shot and then we're off. But it is a little bit stronger, the wind is, that is, a little bit stronger than I thought it was. It's absolutely brutal around that little bit of headland there to the left. Try and shelter you behind the Misty Isle boat trips, sails, cabin, whatever you want to call it. I've stuck that out as long as I could. The light disappeared and it is not coming back, but the photographs that I've got are a true representation of the day here at Elgol. And anybody that's been here before, you know that the light is changeable. You've got to do with what you've got. Sometimes it's fantastic, sometimes it's not. But today it's not particularly. I don't know whether you can see out there. It's stormy, it's dark, and the images, I hope you like them. They are a true representation of the day, and I've worked hard to get them. I've stuck that out on that rock, on that little headland around this corner, as long as I possibly could. I can't do it anymore. I'm cold, I'm wet, and Debbie, I think, is getting a little bit impatient. She wants to be off. I think we're going to go out for a meal tonight. I don't know, we might try an Indian or something. We might even try and get a table in the Sliggern Hotel. We've never been in. Every time we've come to Skye, it's always been closed. So we're at least going to go in for a pint, I think, on the way back. So yeah, Elgol. It's such a fantastic, moody, dramatic place. But it is what it is. There is a group of photographers on the beach there behind me now. And I'm sure that they are of the same opinion as me, that out to sea there is some nice light. There is some lovely light out to sea. But here, where I am, in Elgol, shooting across to the coolings, it's moody, it's dramatic, and it's dark, and it's foreboding, and it's Elgol. Okay, so thank you very much once again for joining me. Another short little video. I hope you like the images. If you do, give them a thumbs up. If you like my channel and you like my content, it's a little bit choppy sometimes, I know, I understand that, but like and subscribe, share. Sharing is great, and comment. I always say comments are excellent. I will always try to reply. So I'm back at the car. She'll be a little bit miffed with me, I think. But let's go for a pint and see how she feels after a beer. Thank you very much for joining me. See you all again soon.